Good morning, everyone, and welcome to my new vlog. Today we take it easy and we take things a bit slower, but still completing our task and be productive. As usual, I'm starting off my day with my super fresh cup of iced matcha and collagen. Today, the weather seems very nice, and I really can't wait for it to be full spring to enjoy some warmer days outdoor. Before going to the gym, I'm just grabbing a yogurt with some oats for a bit of energy. I'm not making a full breakfast since yesterday we had a big dinner, but I still wanted to get my body fueled up and ready. So one thing that I do a lot that might look like not as normal, not as common, it's for me to mix weightlifting with yoga sessions. And the reason why, it's very simple, because weightlifting basically gives me strength, gives me that push, and yoga helps me to slow down and helps me to reset. But it's not just that, because weightlifting helps me to build muscle, improve my overall strength, and sculpt my body. On the other side, yoga makes me flexible, balanced, and it even protects me from injuries. So a lot of lifters, for example, as you guys probably noticed, they struggle a lot with mobility. That's where yoga comes in. Because yoga increases even your range of motion. That's why it's also so important if you're trying to build strength. On the flip side, if you are mostly somebody who just practice yoga, I highly recommend you guys to put at least 2 or 3 days of heavy weightlifting, because for example, whenever you are building muscle with weightlifting, that would help you to hold your poses for longer. It helps your posture, it helps your core stability. The benefits are absolutely huge. Honestly, for me, it's literally the best of both worlds, and you guys should definitely try it. If you have never got into yoga, at least maybe try slowly by having 10 minutes stretching after your weightlifting session, because most of the people skip that and they never ever stretch. So I would highly recommend you guys to at least start slowly, build positive habits and get used to that, and then you can slowly move into longer and harder sessions maybe. After my yoga session, I packed up. We stopped by home for a quick change, and I curled up my hair a bit to make it a little prettier. The place where we usually go relax and get things done is this cute little coffee shop in the heart of downtown Apex, which was actually one of the first places that we ever had our early dates. And we always order 2 conquer the day smoothies. Their smoothies, by the way, are absolutely delicious. And we always order the same, an egg granola for some extra texture. And I promise you, it never ever disappoints. So, after our little date at our favorite coffee shop, again, it's Mission Market. If you ever get a chance to go, please get a conqueror of the day. We went back home and he just got ready to hang out with some of his friends. He hasn't seen them in a while, so I highly encouraged him to do so. And in the meantime, I took the chance to be by myself to tidy up the apartment a little bit. Tidying up used to feel like a chore for me, like something I just had to get through before I could relax. But lately, it's become this quiet little part of my day that I actually look forward to. It's not about perfection or, making the place look Instagram clean, like nobody lives in the apartment. It's more like cleaning space in my mind. Just take a moment for me and take care of the space that I spend so much time at, and make it look pretty, make it look calm, make it clean for me and all the people and animals who live in there that I love. When I'm folding blankets or fluffing the pillows, it's like I'm reminding myself that I deserve to live in a space that feels peaceful, even if life around me doesn't always feel that way. And sometimes, while I'm doing these little things, I just catch myself thinking about everything I've been navigating lately. There's something about the stillness of it. No one watching, no pressure, just me, my thoughts, my 2 furry babies, and this quiet sense of care. I just think that that's what healing looks like sometimes. It's not always this big, dramatic breakthrough. Sometimes it's just cleaning your space and realizing you're showing up for yourself in the smallest, small, gentle ways. So, if you're watching this right now while cleaning your own space, or even if you're just laying in bed needing the motivation to start, I just want to remind you, you are doing enough. There is no race to have everything figured out or perfectly in space. Sometimes just putting a few things back where they belong is a big step forward. So after I finished tidying up the apartment, I did a little bit of studying, and now I get to make myself a little dinner. Lance is out with some friends tonight, so it's just me and the boys, but honestly, I don't really mind it. There's something really comforting about spending time alone in the evening. I used to feel a little lonely during nights like this, but now sometimes I almost crave them because it's peaceful, just like, chopping veggies, lighting a candle, letting music play in the background. It just feels like reconnecting with myself. I have been thinking a lot lately about the difference between being alone and being lonely, because I think we forget that solitude can actually be one of the most healing things. It gives us space, not just physically, but emotionally too. Space to listen to ourselves. Today wasn't about anything extraordinary, but somehow it still felt meaningful. Sometimes the most healing days are the ones where nothing really big happens, just the small choices to care for yourself, to move slowly, to breathe.
If you made it to the end of this vlog, thank you for spending the day with me. I hope it reminded you that peace doesn't have to be loud or impressive. You are allowed to take up space gently. And if no one has told you today, I am proud of you for making it through, however that looked for you. I'll see you in the next one, but for now, I'm off to rest. Good night.